What is up, folks? Welcome back to another live stream. I don't really feel like doing a whole lot today. It's hot. I can't get this. There's something in my eye, and it's very annoying. Can't get it out. So I'm basically half blind right now. But I figured we could at least turn the camera on and mess around a little bit here. Do some low stress work here. I want to actually come back to this pod here. This one was sent in to us for a bit of a repair rescue. I believe they tried fixing it themselves and messed a few things up and sent it into us to try to save it. Their original issue, I think, was no bass, but it seems along the way that they have lost their sound completely. We did a few things. We threw it back together thinking that we didn't actually know that it had no sound entirely, so in hindsight we should have tested it, but I mean, it only takes like 5-10 minutes to take these things apart, so it's really no big deal for us here. We're gonna let them know that we're taking another look at this. Let's see where they're at. Also, I don't know how much time I've got left here, so I don't want to get them into my first HomePod, and my wife shows up back home. But anyways, I'm sure she would give us time, but it just frankly, I just don't have the energy to do much today. So let's find 3708 here and let them know that we're at least gonna mess around with their HomePod. Alright, we let them know. So, let's get this back apart here. Ah, my screwdriver. And we had another 4 or 5 HomePods show up today, so it's not like I don't have stuff to do. But oh boy, I could go for a nap. Tell you what, I could go for a good old lawn mowing and then a fat nap. I think that stream we had a week ago is finally catching up to me too, where we fixed like what 10, 12 of them in one sitting. Okay. The first possibility that it could be is our logic board up at the top here. Let me grab another logic board. Okay. Dan, what is up? Welcome back. We're just kind of hanging out, messing around here. We're taking another look at this one here that someone sent in after they tried fixing it up. No bass / no sound / not too sure yet still what could be going on with it, but it looks like even with a known good logic board, it is still not giving us any sound, so we shall continue on. Oh, where did that go? There it is. Uh-oh, Stefan's gonna die. Okay, I'm just oh, it could be this main ribbon cable too. It is pretty beat. Could be a few things here. Okay, what I'm going to do is get the amplifier board out, and we're going to connect it to a different ribbon cable to see if that's what's throwing us off here. If it's an issue with the amplifier, my guess is we probably have a missing component somewhere, probably near where one of the screws are. I would imagine a quick slip of the screwdriver may have knocked a component off the board somewhere, and we just gotta figure out where that's at. All right. The connector for the main ribbon cable on the amplifier board was kind of loose. That could explain it. Alright, power up, my precious. Produce some sound for me. I believe in you. Take your guesses. Do you think it's gonna work? You think we've got we had a loose connection there? No, it seems that we still have no sound here. I'll give it a second to settle in. Yeah, no sound. It's turning the amplifier on. I can hear it pop when we turn it on and off. So the amp's definitely getting power. But it's not getting a signal for sound. What could it be here? I'm gonna look at the pins on this connector since those were kinda... Those all look good. We're gonna look around all of the screw posts and see if there's anything that got knocked off the board. No, everything looks good. As far as I can see, everything actually looks fine. Do we have any shorts anywhere on the board? We do. Would you look at that? Huh. We do. We've got... Well, it was showing. It was. I swear it was. Yeah. Check this out. Check out these cool moves. Wait a second, now it doesn't. I'm so confused. I'm gonna replace it anyways. Forget it. I'm gonna replace it. Oh, yeah. I will follow up with you, John, as soon as we can. I actually fell asleep last night before I followed up with everyone yesterday about their repairs. I'll get back to you as soon as we can here. But like, that shouldn't take the whole sound out. This whole sound output out. That should only affect the bass. This is weird. Why not just replace the amp? Because I think, not too much has been messed with this amplifier. I'd like to save it. I think there's a good chance at saving it. And I kind of want to spend the time on it. I'm in the mood. Why not? I've got a few other amps we can replace it with if we need to, but... Let's see if that does anything different. How much force does it take to snap an amp board in half? Let's find out. Let me see if I've got one that, Ooh, this is a perfect one. This one's got corrosion all over it. There is no saving this one. I'd say about 10 to 15-ish pounds of force. That was interesting. It did a little dance on the display and then it went away. Never to be seen again. Where's my thermal camera? I feel like we might get some hints out of that. Where did... Ah, yes. Oh, incredible. It still has battery. The last time I charged this thing was the last time we used it on a stream, probably a few weeks ago. There it is, it's lighting up again. That's interesting. The main amp controller is getting a little warm. I don't think that's abnormally hot. It's restarting. This is interesting. Now I'm getting more and more curious. I'm gonna unplug this from power so we can flip it around here and see the other side. Guess we gotta wait for it to finish booting up here. It doesn't actually power the amp on while it's booting up. Stefan made it home already. That was fast. No difference, no change. Let's try something crazy here. Just because, again, we're kind of just messing around here. I've got another amplifier board on deck for them if we can't fix this one. But I'm not trying to go for the fastest fix right now. We're just kind of exploring things here. Seeing if we can't get this going. What I'm going to do... I think I want to replace the main amp controller here. Unless there are any shorts nearby. No, that all looks good. So, to heck with it. I'll take the controller off this board. Did I submit last night's speedrun to the Guinness World Records? Oh, I did not. That'd be funny if they actually gave it to me, but my understanding of the Guinness World Records thing is it's kind of pay to win. And you also have to have something unique, but also still kind of interesting enough. I don't know if they'd care about a particular electronics speedrun time for repair. You never know. So I do believe these pads right here would allow us a connection to the amp controller, and we could run a few diagnostics. That is also an option here if this doesn't change our behaviors. Very nice. Doesn't hurt to try. Well, you may be wrong there. It very well may hurt us to try. Yeah, we got a lot we kind of goofed that, didn't we? Quite a few bridges on there. Let's try that again. There we go. That looks a lot better. Am I using a magnifying glass? Nah. Well, dang, I hate to do it, but we're gonna have to use another. We're gonna have to try another controller here because that one's got a loose pin, of course, and I broke it. Here, we'll grab this one. Look at that. We got it on there. It only took us way too long, but we're just messing around here. I think the S7 would do you better than the S5, wouldn't it? But you gotta... But it is a used... I don't know, that's a tough call. I give this component, frankly, like a 20% chance that it was causing this. We're just having fun here. We'll replace as much as I feel like replacing on this board, and hey, if we get it working, heck yeah. I'm not really expecting us to be able to. But maybe we'll find a potential cause or a potential repair for other boards that we have laying around with no sound as well. So every once in a while it does benefit us to spend some extra time trying to fix a more troublesome board than just replacing it outright. That fixed it! Yes! Oh! Let's go! Let's go! Oh! Sweet, sweet bass. I am almost in disbelief. Well, I guess let's get this put back together, and if we've got the time, we'll break something else out to fix here. So that's still kind of strange the more I think about it. The main controller, generally, I haven't seen people frying those. It's kind of one of those things that, like, it's a rare failure. It happens on its own. I don't think that, I mean, obviously, I don't think I caused that controller to fail, but I also don't think that the fellow that tried to fix this caused it either. I think it just... But that would be weird because they did say that they had no bass. They still had sound coming out of the bottom speakers. They just didn't have any bass. So it's kind of a strange coincidence that that amp controller would fail and cause no sound entirely between them trying to fix the no bass issue and then us trying to finish it. Oh well, I'll take it. Got a little bit of a sharp spot on the shell here from where they tried prying it open. What I want to do for this, I don't want it cutting up the mesh. When we go to pull this back together, I'm going to warm it up. I'm just going to push it back flat with my metal tool here. Last thing I want to do here is clean up some of this adhesive so that the top sits more flat against the display here. It's pretty, they got the adhesive's pretty lumpy on here. It's causing the display to kind of look janky. All right. Oh, I'm doing fine. I mean, I'm the usual tired, I want to go take a nap, but we're doing all right here. Let's see if we did it. Did we do it?
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Yeah.
For more info, check the home app.
And I mean, after all that, how could you not be in a good mood? Getting that going again.
I'm having trouble connecting.
We got some other stuff we can do here. I don't really want to fix any other HomePods necessarily today, but we do have a bunch of logic boards that I could fix up here. Let me go grab my tray. Oh, I still have something in my eye. That's the most. That's what's bothering me the most out of everything today is I can't get whatever's in my eye out. All right. Oh boy, it's been a minute since we've done one of these, huh? Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna need to turn that down to 375. We don't want to cook our chips. And we'll preheat the whole board until I feel it starting to get warm on the bottom. Oh, I don't got time for a nap. I hate naps too. As much as I want to take a nap, I hate taking them because I always wake up feeling worse. I'd go mow the lawn, but it's way too hot. I'm gonna wait till later this evening probably and mow it then. Oh yeah, buddy! Smoking gun right there. We got that chip pulled off without a single problem, and we have clearly dead pads there. Those two at the bottom right that are duller than the rest, those were the pads that are corroded and no longer making contact and causing the issues on this logic board. I love smoking guns like that. It makes me feel much more confident that we can fix this up and use it for another pod here. I need to grab my knife too. We're fixing home pods. Well, we're not fixing whole home pods here now. We're fixing parts of some home pods that we need. This is the logic board from a home pod, and if you didn't know what a home pod was, it's a smart speaker made by Apple. And what we're doing here is redoing the BGA for the storage chip. It's usually what kills the logic boards on these guys. So I'm just taking my knife and I'm scraping off all of the infill around the edge of the chip so that it can sit in our tray here. There we go. There's our chip in there. So, I guess I can use the top camera maybe and zoom you guys in this way. That'll probably look better. Maybe. There we go. I don't know what you nerds are freaking out about in the chat there. What's going on? Who said what? Who made what upset now? Be nice. Alright, we're gonna get some solder wick here. Oh, I need my low melt solder as well. Why did a mod tell you to leave? That just seemed like a bad joke. I wouldn't take it personal. Yeah, he's grumpy. We all have bad days. I don't think he meant it. I think you are overreacting now. Alright, we got the old crap cleaned off. I don't know why I put flux on that. We gotta clean it up real quick here, and then we'll put some fresh solder down on it. Don't make me translate that, Nixon. Oh, I'm gonna translate it. Oh, it's a pain to translate. Here we go. Y'all making me work to read what you're saying. Appropriate use of the timeout. Appropriate use. I think everybody needs to calm down. And goodness, why did where did all this come from? Why are we all in a bad mood today? Am I seriously in a better mood than everyone else here? That's crazy. I got some solder paste here. Let me find something to spread this stuff. Stefan's had it. Stefan has had it today. He just got back home from putting up with a bunch of kids throwing an obnoxious party, smoking a bunch of stuff, and blasting a bunch of crappy music. He just got home, and now he has to put up with a bunch of kids in the chat too. He's had it. I I am struggling to find something I can use to spread my paste. I'm about to use my old Apple Card. Wouldn't that be funny? I couldn't find something wide enough on Amazon to spread it either. That wasn't too wide. I'm about to just 3D print my own, actually. That's a pretty good idea. It's easy to make. What can I spread with in the meantime? Do I have an old card? I thought my... I'm just gonna cut up one of my old credit cards. How about that? Which one will you guys not steal? That one looks pretty good. Oh, actually, my Apple Card. Nice, solid, smooth surface, perfectly flat. Yeah, I like that. Alright, there we go. Oh, that works so well. Oh, that should not work that well. That is heinous. Oh, that's the Look at that. Have I done a better one than that? The magnets in the base keep pulling my hot air station towards it, and I'm 2 seconds from it pulling the nozzle straight into the chip and ruining the job. All right. Alright, our chip is ready. We still need to prepare the board itself here. Let's get some flux down. We'll use some low melt solder to clean up all the old solder on there. There we go. Oh, my wife is on her way home. Very cool. Yeah. We're almost ready to put this chip on. All right. The board is clean with a fresh layer of flux, ready to take a new chip that has a fresh set of BGA. The trickiest part, honestly, is lining this up right. And I think I actually got it. Alright. As I was saying, the trickiest part is lining this chip up right, since they don't give you any references or silk screening on the board how to line the chip up. You kind of have to do it by eye and based on how far it was from other components before you took it off. If your board is perfectly clean and you've got a fresh set of BGA applied to your chip, when you go to push it onto the board and line it up before you reflow it onto the board, you should almost feel it sort of bite and grab onto the pads when you've got it lined up right, and it should want to basically slide around to the rest of the board until you have it in the right spot. But that's about it. Let's see if we saved it. One day I'll put my orange HomePod back together and have it to call my own again. Let's see, oh, that's definitely done, so we can't use that. Here we go. Alright, show me the good stuff. Oh ho ho! I think it's working. I think it's working. Yeah! You know, I can't say I regret streaming today at all. We got two things that I didn't think we'd get fixed up at all fixed up without a problem. Let's get out a subwoofer actually hooked up to this and make sure it does fully work. I gotta clean this off too, because it's probably, yeah. Probably not letting it talk very well. Alright, that's gonna be a fair shot right there. Yep, I hear the amp kick on. Tell me something. Tell me something. Say something. You want me to start a membership? Like you pay and I do special streams for you folks.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Yeah, you know, I like the idea of that. I've thought of it. I thought of like a Patreon or something. YouTube membership would be nice and simple. And I've got ideas for it too. Like we'll keep the daily streams to the live repairs that show up in our mailbox, and then I've got a whole bunch of these logic boards and all sorts of other small side projects that I want to do for myself. All sorts of things to put behind a paywall, I guess, is one way you could put it. Well, heckin' A. I got myself a working logic board. And perfect timing, folks. We are all out of time for here and now. I'm gonna relish in
I'm having trouble connecting.
this victory one more time here.
I'm having trouble connecting.
Oh, yes. Let's get that factory reset so I can use it for someone else's HomePod here. Folks, I hope you all enjoyed this live stream repair. And I hope to catch you in the next one.